All right, guys, we are back with the May community update for Space Marine 2. This is talking about the siege mode, I think, and some other things. This is the trailer, the teaser. I haven't watched it yet, so we're gonna check it out together here. But it's pretty cool. It's already, before I say it, they already have it in the PTR. So if you're playing on PC, you might already have jumped onto it. But if you're not playing on PC, then give the no growl. Give the no growl. Siege mode. What the what? Oh yeah, I did read you can summon those guys down. All right, let's go ahead and see what they say about this stuff. Let's recap what we know about it already. The action takes place on Kodaku, up to 3 players, either with friends or with 2 bots, just like in regular PvE. You will get to fight waves of both Tyranids and Chaos. Difficulty will increase for each wave defeated. Your class and weapon progressions are shared between operations and siege mode. The siege mode isn't a DLC, it's a free update. So yes, I'm excited. I have not done, if you guys have been following the channel, I have not done any operations, even though I kind of feel like I'm missing out a little bit. I might go ahead and jump into them. But I will definitely be jumping into siege mode. That is something exciting for me to be excited about. So it's not on the public test server yet. I was wrong. It says it will be on the public test server for Steam starting June 4th, and they have a tutorial on how to access it. If you're interested in going over that, I'll have the link for this thread in the description, or a link to the tutorial as well. So let's go over how it will work. You will earn points for each completed wave. Points are distributed among each player. Example, if the wave grants you 600 points and there's 3 of you, then each person will get 200 points. So how does that work for if you're playing solo with the PC with the AI bots? Will you just get 600 points, I guess? Or will it still try to split between the bots? But here's the things, I guess, that will be, I hate that it does that. Consumables, Astartes reinforcements, Astra Militarium, and Dreadnought support. We'll be able to call down a Dreadnought at some point. So it says you spend your points at the requisition terminals to buy equipment or reinforcements such as Cadians and Marines. Each player can summon 1 AI Space Marine at a time. Choose their class without restrictions. The strongest and most expensive being the Dreadnought, which joins the battlefield to help you for 3 minutes. Buy equipment and reinforcements to make the fight easier or less unbearable. Every 5 waves, you'll take the elevator to change sectors and therefore field of battle. Completing each sector will grant you more rewards, requisition points, armory data, etc. And most importantly, your mission is to give them no ground. So that's pretty cool that you're actually seeing different fields. You're not just standing in one spot and waves are coming at you. You're actually changing location, it seems like, and you will be fighting waves in different locations. So hopefully they're different enough and it seems cool. And they have the field and everything, like chaotic battlefield, like this image right here that I'll probably use as the thumbnail. So we have the patch 8.0 Siege update. You'll be able to get a first taste of the new content via the PTS, which will reopen on June 4th. Apart from Siege mode, other features, free and DLC content are coming with patch 8 in June. They're talking about the tutorial on how to access the PTS. Contrary to our first PTS, game-based owners can't equip the new customization packs on the PTS, but season pass holders can. So what's coming with the Siege mode? The White Scars and Blood Angels enter the fray. The White Scars Chapter Pack. The White Scars Chapter Pack will include a new champion skin for the Assault class and 3 exclusive White Scars inspired weapon skins for the Oculus Bolt Carbine, the Stalker Bolt Rifle, the Combat Knife. Also a host of cosmetic options and heraldry markings for their successor chapters. The White Scar successor chapters are the Dark Hunters, Solar Hawks, Storm Reapers, Mantis Warriors, Destroyers, Marauders, Storm Lords, and Rampagers. Or Rampagers. Rampagers. So this is how it looks. Pretty cool. How do you guys feel about it? Let me know in the comments. Here's our weapon skins. Pretty cool. That's a cool looking knife. Yeah, boy. So remember, the champions you can't change their armor or anything like that. You can't do any dyeing to it. It's just what it is. The weapon skins and stuff you can change. The Blood Angels cosmetic pack well, not the colors, but like, you're not stuck having the knife for the champion or the gun for the champion. You can switch out the skins on that weapon, but the actual pack is the actual skin, the actual armor for the character is different. The champion is different. The Blood Angels cosmetic pack will provide a number of new armor pieces to be equipped on any of the game's playable classes, in addition to heraldry markings. Celebrating 8 of the Blood Angels successor chapters, the Blood Angels successor chapters are the Atlantean Spears, Blood Dragons, Flesh Eaters, Blood Scythes, Lamenters, Angels Pennant, Angels Sanguine, and Flesh Terrors. So here we go. Here, looking pretty cool. We got the monocle on the thing. We got the guns. We got the colors. We got the Sanguinis, the Blood Angels, shoulder plate. And we can't reveal more for the moment. So they're really going all in here with the gear. I feel like there's a lot more customization options than we had before. Mini sneak peeks are coming with the June and July community updates. We'll talk about the update that comes after 8, what we are planning to do after the 1-year anniversary, and more. Stay tuned. So there's a fan art contest, and says you players never miss an opportunity to impress us with your skills. We keep seeing screenshots, painted minis, and fan arts everywhere to our great delight. This time we wanted to host a contest. Our favorite fan art inspired by the campaign mode of Space Marine 2 will be granted with 2 keys of Space Marine 2, any platform to offer to fellow Astartes eager to join the fight. Submit your creation in the fan creations channel of Focus Together to participate. The piece can be digital or traditional and must follow the said theme, 1 entry per person. The winner will be contacted via the DMs. The contest starts on May 30th and ends on June 25th. A word from Focus and Saber. We wanted to acknowledge the fact that quality of life bugs matter too, such as typos, clipping props of the armor, etc. And we want to fix them, but right now the major content updates promised in our roadmap are taking up a significant portion of our time. That means some of the smaller fixes will take longer to roll out. Our current focus is on resolving high-impact issues like crashes and connectivity problems, which can significantly affect gameplay. Every patch aims to bring improvements on that front. At the time, our priority list right now is improving the connectivity issues that arose after the 7.0 update. We're mainly talking about the infinite joining server loops and such issues preventing players from joining sessions. We made some improvements with the 7.1 and 7.2 hotfixes, but we'll keep working on it for the 8.0 update. Thank you for your patience and understanding as we continue to improve the game. Your support and feedback help guide our work. And that's it for this month. So people are asking some questions like, where's the PvP content? Please place some of sort of interactable that lets Marines leave the game without having to DC or straight up let themselves die, and have it accessible between waves. Sometimes people need to leave or are just done with playing, and having a method to do so will be friendly to those in game match to pause the wave timer to let them find a replacement would be a big send. I think a better thing to do there would be if somebody leaves, just replace that person with a bot. And then if somebody comes in, have that bot be replaced with the person. It says, notice how out of every DLC chapter, Imperial Fist and Salamanders got F the hardest with only a champion and 1 weapon, not even a heraldry with some successors. Black Templars doesn't count. Focus and Saber Days. As an Imperial Fist fan that bought the ultimate version of the game, this is really upsetting and feels like you just ignore a big part of the community. Where is the PvP content? Nobody cares. May the mistakes of yesterday be the strength of tomorrow for the Emperor. I will add a few things. Added the color of sniper case, be able to use cast skins in more modes, be able to play with more than 2 friends. We switched to Dark Tide so we could play 4 Adeptus Sororities in any form. So for a couple of those, I think we will not see chaos skins in more modes because they want to keep with the story of the game. Hopefully when they start making Space Marine 3, they'll add in, or they're working on now, they'll put that into consideration that people want to play as the other side more often, and maybe have some modes focus on that side too, like an operations mode where you play as the Chaos Marines, or maybe there'll be a mission. It'd also be kind of cool to have it switch, like how gears you can choose if you want to play on the Locust side or the Cog side. If you could do that instead of being pushed onto a side, and then probably more people will we want to play the one side, I guess, because they have all their customization and armors on it. So it'd be nice to actually see some, I guess, more armor custom choices instead of having you stuck with those particular armors for chaos and PvP, because you're only playing as those chapters, those chaos chapters. When you pick the class, it's like this is the class for this chaos chapter. That's it. So it'd be kind of cool to still be able to. It would be cool to have more mix and match, and we could say maybe it's for an easy viewing. Like you'll be able to be like, okay, that's the such and such of the chaos faction. That's the assault class. That's the sniper or whatever. But I just think it would be better. When will you release Iron Hands chapter? For the love of God, let's customize the champions. It's already criminal that you give it the sniper class, the Stella Meta champion who can't even use a melta gun. Give us chaos horde mode like in the first game, and my life is yours. Was there chaos horde mode in the first game? What does this say? I don't know. Translate. When are you guys going to bring the flamethrower to PvE? The Thousand Suns have flamethrowers to burn us. Story mode has flamethrowers. Why can't we have flamethrower in PvE? It's that hard. Maybe it's not that hard. The siege mode sounds great. May the Omnissiah guide you your way on the path to solve technical issues. And it's all over the world here playing this game. Great. I'm excited. Many thanks to the whole team. Emperor protects. Why do we have to fight against both? Can't you just let the players choose what they want to fight? Those chaos units are nothing but annoying. Tyranids is where the fun begins. You guys love to disappoint, don't you? Where exactly is the 4 or 5 player same class squad that players truly wanted? Oh, it's talking about for switching into 3 players. I don't know if they'll do that either because of how they have the main game already set up to be this 3 players. The roadmap says new weapons, new enemies, and new PvP content. Spring 2025. Spring finishes on 21st of June. Therefore, even Horde mode is not being released in spring. But if the other content is coming with the scheduled drop time frames, we're looking at August, not spring. We keep getting more and more cosmetics, and other than the shared PvP, PvE slots, which are custom patterns only, we don't have any additional custom armor sets or custom patterns. I am appreciative of the consistent rollout of cosmetics, but feel like I can barely enjoy them without having to constantly delete the nice sets I've already built. We absolutely need more slots for custom armor and custom patterns. Even one row of 4 each would make a world of difference. Where's the Ultramarine Sergeant decal for the shoulder? That should have been in the game since day one. Is that not in the game? Oh, the Sergeant decal. I'm not sure what the Ultramarine Sergeant decal. Quartered shoulders finally. And no Death Company Heraldry Big L. So what are your guys' thoughts? Do you feel like they're having a lot of L's with the updates, or they have some W's? Let me know in the comments. You don't have to link to this down below. You guys can see, if you're on PC, jump in and see how to do the Steam test. And if you're interested in just a video, I can do a video. But I don't have it on PC, so I'll just have to go over what's in here. I have it on PS5. So with that said, guys, thank you guys for watching this video. I'll see you guys in the next one, which will hopefully be the update notes, and they aren't crazy. All right, until next time, peace.